What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Godlypotential YouTube channel. In this video, I just want to get on here and make a different type of video. Right? This is going to be a video to encourage. A few of my videos do that, but this is going to be the main focus of this video. Just to encourage some people. Lately, I've been going through some shit. So is people close to me. So, because it's multiple people I know going through some shit, I assume that it's like a collective thing. Either way, if it isn't, there's always people going through something, right? And I was just thinking about what's a video I can make that I actually feel like making. I don't really feel like making any other types of videos. This one came to me, so let's get into it. So this is going to be about encouragement, right? So don't know what's going to come out, but just flow, right? Hopefully this can help some people. Take a deep breath. I know how you feel. Feeling like, why me? Right? All this shit just piling up on you. You're the one that has to carry the burden. Right? It could be the burden of your family, right? Generational traumas, ancestral traumas, things like that. Dealing with parents who don't agree with your choices in life. Friends disagreeing or backstabbing. Working at a place you do not like, dealing with shit you don't want to deal with, right? Just going through turmoil. Whatever it is, I'm just here to say that you're going to survive. How do I know that? How can I say that with certainty? Well, I say that because within you, you possess everything that you need to overcome this current obstacle, right? Because, believe it or not, every phase of your life, know that the phase before this current phase, that the previous phase gave you the equipment necessary to meet the minimum requirements of this current phase you're in. Okay? You're going to gain some things from this current situation you're in. But the entry level, you possess all those things within you. Right? So you're going to get through. It may not be over when you want it to be over. In fact, you don't know when it's going to be over, right? All that's going to happen is you're going to wake up one day and realize, like, oh, damn. Shit hasn't been bad in the past few days, few weeks, few months. And then you can look back on it and think, damn. Either that wasn't so bad, or maybe it was bad. But either way, you can look back and say, damn, I survived yet again, right? If you were to look at a scoreboard, life, 0, you, countless, right? Now, you may think life will win in the end, but it won't win either. You would just give up your jersey, right? You retire your jersey. That's it. You're still winning. Because you have then moved on to the next phase. Right? So, whatever it may be that you're going through, know that you're going to survive. Some say it gets easier. I don't know if it does. Like there's a saying in the military, or basic training specifically, they say it doesn't get easier, you just get better, right? So the shit doesn't get easier, you just get better at it, right? Life's going to keep throwing you shit. It's not going to get any easier. You're just going to be more well equipped. Okay? It's like going to the gym lifting weights. That 45-pound plate weighed the same 20 years ago as it does today. Right? If you've been going to the gym starting with a certain weight, the weight that was once heavy or moderate, that's now light, the weight didn't change. You just developed strength. And that's the same shit that's going on. Right? Life is testing. This reality is testing. If you haven't figured it out yet, this here is a prison planet. This is hell, right? If you believe in the Bible, they say God casted out the devil and banished him to hell, right? Well, not saying I believe that story, but let's just say it's true. If he cast him out from heaven and he fell to hell, I'm assuming that hell is earth. Because they say he roams earth. So, this is hell. You can also tell it's hell because you can experience so much cruelty, just so much fucked up shit, right? This is definitely a dimension of hell. So, when you're in hell, you can experience hell, or you can also experience a higher state. And you do that just by continually transcending these obstacles that are put in your way. Because over time, they're not going to become fewer, but you rising in vibration, consciousness, and strength level, it's going to be another one, you know? Like I said, I'm just really just talking to you. You can just look at me as a close friend, a brother, an uncle, whatever, or just some dude on YouTube. Either way, I hope this message helped. I just try to think about the stuff that I've talked to friends about as far as the shit they've gone through and what has helped them. Certain things that I've heard that have helped me get through rough patches. One thing that really stands out to me is if you're going through a confusing time in life, what I've come to understand is that when you're going through a confusing time in life, when you're confused, it is because your current philosophy on reality or life, or that situation, has ran its course. So you need to develop a superior philosophy to analyze that situation, place, or thing. Okay? You can do that by reading religious texts, spiritual texts, seeking a teacher, a mentor, or something like that. Me personally, when I was going through a confusing time, I started reading the Tao Te Ching. And those ideas within those texts gave me a superior philosophy to look at reality. And it allowed me to supersede that confusion. Because when we have confusion, it's created on the level which we were vibrating at. And you can't, you have to supersede that vibration with a higher vibration, right? It's very difficult to solve that issue on that frequency being on the same frequency, or using information that's vibrating on the same frequency, right? It's like you're dealing with laws, right? The law of gravity, right? What comes up must go down. Well, you also have the law of aerodynamics, right? I don't know the term behind it or whatever, but you see that planes can take off and fly, okay? Because it's a higher law. It's the same goes with our reality. But difficult times, man, just understand that this shit is temporary. Everything in this reality is temporary. Realize that you, the real you, the divine being within this physical vessel, that higher self, is A-O-fucking-K, right? The higher self doesn't have an issue. You, the ego, the name that you associate with, is having the issue. If you really sit with that, that can take you far. That can get you that can take you out of a lot of shitty situations, shitty moods, shitty mindsets, shitty emotions. Just having that realization that the real you, the being, right? The divine being is fine. It's just the ego that's having an issue. But yeah, especially fellas, like, you know, the shit we go through, we don't really tell most people because we don't like to talk about our issues, because we understand that nobody really gives a fuck, right? Unless you have like close friends, they tend to care. But society, they don't give a fuck. They don't. And so we tend to ball this shit up, go into our cave, isolate, and try to solve the problem in our cave. But sometimes, like I said, about trying to solve a problem on the same level of it, it doesn't really work, or it takes a long ass fucking time. Or sometimes we don't solve it all, we just stuff it down, right? Until time heals. Really, we just suppressing the shit, right? We just give it enough time, we keep looking at the thing, we become desensitized to it. That don't mean we handle the situation, right? It's just like you seeing a bunch of shit online. You see it a bunch of times. The first time you see it, you get excited, or you're like, oh, that's cool, whatever. You keep seeing it, you keep seeing it, you keep seeing it. It's like, whatever, right? It's like, you can relate with anything, right? So, know that shit's gonna get better. It always will, it always has. keep focusing on your purpose here. Keep chasing that. If you're going after your purpose, if you're walking down the right path, any setback, any hiccup, any roadblock, maybe a form of redirection, or it may just be something you have to go through in order to gain a skill or ability to stow away into your backpack for the next obstacle that appears, that rears its ugly head, right? Because that's one thing we gain from overcoming issues. The thing we gain from overcoming issues is we have that knowledge of overcoming it. We have that strength of overcoming it. We overcame it. That is the gift, if that makes sense, right? We now possess that strength. And so now we can help others that are in similar situations, that are headed in that situation, or for future, right? Yeah, when you're encountering it. There's one thing I heard recently is that when you've been through hell, it's a lot easier going through a second time. And I may have butchered that, but you get the gist of it. Look at all the shit you've been through in the past. You can handle this current situation. Or maybe you haven't been through anything as tough as it is right now. Your ancestors have. And they're within you. But this video is going on pretty long. Hope this video serves its purpose. But yeah, that's all I got. Until next time, I'm out. Peace.